All right, topic for the day today. Why do you need a strength coach? And this is directed specifically to the middle school athletes all the way through the high school athletes. And, you know, I sit back and I think about this question all the time because there's a lot of people that are unaware of how important strength is. And here's the thing you need to understand. Strength is the foundation for all athletic qualities. Speed, power, agility, being able to display that on the field. If you don't have some base form of strength, you are unable to display those athletic qualities. If you don't have that core stability, which is strength, you are unable to be rotationally efficient when you're trying to develop and display that power on the baseball field. You're unable to display that linear power on the football field. If you don't have a base level of strength, it is literally impossible for you to be able to display any kind of power whatsoever, any kind of speed whatsoever. And so, a lot of parents and a lot of players, they want to do, baseball-specific drills. They want to do hitting drills and pitching drills to get better. And it just blows my mind how something as simple as going and lifting and doing the right things can help those two qualities on the baseball diamond when it comes to hitting and pitching. But nobody wants to do it. And I think there's two reasons for that. One, because it's hard. And kids these days, they don't want to do anything that's hard. And anything worth doing, which everybody knows is going to be hard. They're going to have some adversity. And I think the other reason is because people don't understand it. Parents don't understand strength training. They don't understand how it applies. Because let's face it, the majority of us in athletics, and I would have to say the majority of us coaches, they understand the importance. We understand how it applies to the field and how you can use that base of strength that you get, that general specific training that you get in the weight room can apply to the field and make you a better athlete. But the parents and players don't understand, one, because you don't know what you don't know. And it's my opinion that it's the job of the parent that if you want to develop your son, you want to develop the athlete in your son, you've got to understand this stuff, because you can't just throw your kid at an instructor and say, make him a better hitter. There's more to it than that. You've got to hold them accountable to make sure that they're doing the drills and they're doing everything on their own. But I'm going to give you an example of why you need a strength coach. And I'm going to talk about the younger athletes that come to see me. And what I mean by younger athletes, they're 13 years old all the way through 18 years old. And because that's essentially where the strength training should start, at 13 years old. But you can do body weight strength training from earlier, for basically 8 to 12 years old, but I'll save another video for that in the future. And what I mean by strength training, that doesn't mean loading a bar on the spine, okay? That doesn't mean deadlifting, 400 pounds. Strength training is lunges, body weight squats, kettlebell swings, as well as the barbell squats, as well as deadlifts, as well as cleans, as well as doing explosive movements, med ball throws. That is all categorized as strength training. And I think that parents get scared thinking, oh, well, my 13, 14, 15-year-old kid doesn't need to be doing that kind of work right now. He's too young for that. And that's completely false. You have to understand that, like I was saying before, if they don't have the base level of strength, as an instructor, my goal, just like why parents come to see me, I want to make this kid a better hitter, or I want to make this kid a better pitcher. So we're working on drills. We do these drills, and we're trying to, let's say he doesn't have bat speed, or he's dropping his hands real bad. He doesn't have a short start to his swing. Maybe he's getting too big, dropping his backside, whatever the reason. I'm going to tell you right now, 90% of the time that a kid has a hitting fault or a pitching fault or mechanical problem, it's a strength issue. Especially at that 12, 11, it actually starts at 6 years old, but specifically the athletes that I work with are mainly the older athletes. Even in high school level, they're too weak to efficiently perform the movement correctly. And I'll show them a drill, say, hey, I want you to do this. Boom, we do this drill. They can't do it because they're not strong enough to do it. And case in point, a hitter. If a hitter's getting in his stance, okay, and he gets into his load, his hands will drop a lot if he's not strong enough to control the barrel. Now, I can do a million drills all the time and just rep after rep after rep, and we will get better at it. But one of the reasons why when I'm doing hitting lessons or pitching lessons, I will implement strength training into it, wrist rolls, sledgehammer swings, stuff like that, because that right there is going to help them just as much as the drill work. And as an instructor and as a coach, I can see these kids developing, but they would develop at a lot faster rate if they would actually get in the weight room or actually have a strength coach to get stronger, faster, and better. That's going to help them. And I think as parents and as players that don't know, as a kid, most kids don't know because they're not in that environment. Not everybody is a strength coach. Not everybody has that in the atmosphere. Not everybody's brought up that way, and that's fine. But if your goal is to become a high-level athlete, you need to figure it out and you need to learn. You got to have to learn that I need to get stronger, I need to get faster, and it all starts with strength. And that is the number one reason why you want a strength coach, because that strength that you'll get from the strength coach will apply to all facets of athleticism on the field. You can do your drills all day long and say a kid comes to me on a scale of 1 to 10, he's a 4. Okay, 10 being great. We can do drills all off season, over and over and over and over and over. We get him to a 6 or a 7. After a year or 2 years, we get him a lot better. If he's not doing the strength training, he's going to limit his potential. If he's doing the strength training, we can rise him up and get him even higher. But understand, the number one reason that you need a strength coach is because that strength that you'll get from a strength coach will apply to every single sport. Specifically, since I'm a baseball coach, I will use baseball as an example, and I just use it as an example. But this applies to all sports and all theories. Find that base level of strength by getting in the weight room, lifting hard, and lifting right. Another reason you need a strength coach, and I'm going to add this here at the end, you got to know how to do it, you got to know what to do. Okay, don't just say, my kid's lifted at high school. There's a lot of high school programs that have no idea what they're doing. The teachers aren't paying attention. They're not giving and passing the knowledge on to kids. Kids are just going in there and they're doing biceps and abs and they're getting out of there. Okay? They don't understand the importance of how athletic-based strength training will apply to making you a better, stronger athlete. This is part 1. I'm going to do another part to this. Why you need a strength coach. Laird's Training, we're out.